In a forest lived a rather rickety mouse. He was so afraid of the fox, the wolf, and even himself for that matter, that if the wind blew and a branch cracked, he looked around for a hole he could hide in. Because of this, all the little animals made fun of him.
How scared is he?
You're even scared of the wind.
You're so scared.
You're so scared.
You're so scared. One day, the mouse got his act together and went over to see the king of the jungle, the lion. The lion had just finished having his lunch. He was taking a nap in front of the cave. The mouse's friends were all curious as to what the mouse had planned. The mouse started to climb up the lion's tail. He got up on the lion's back. With a very confident look on his face, he posed to his friends. Although he was very scared, he was doing everything in his hand not to make it obvious. Right at that moment, the lion woke up. And as he shook his fur, the mouse fell off. The mouse and the lion came eye to eye. All the other animals were worried.
Oh no, the lion will swallow the mouse. What nerve, what courage. What are you doing on my back?
King of the jungle, please don't eat me. I'm the most scared and the most vulnerable of them all. My life passes on by shaking with fear. If a leaf falls off of the tree, I'm scared. I'm fed up with this. I want to get rid of this fear. You're the king of the jungle. With just one big roar, the animals fear you. Would you consider taking me into your custody?
The lion listened to the mouse in silence. The mouse was wondering what his reply was going to be.
And why should I help you? Give me one good reason as to why I shouldn't eat you.
Your help will be returned, I promise. Maybe one day I will help you.
As soon as the mouse finished what he had to say, the lion roared in such a way.
How can such a tiny mouse as yourself be of any help to me?
But seeing the tiny mouse shaking in front of him, the lion decided not to eat him.
Thank God I am full. Now get out of my sight.
The mouse ran and got away from there. Watching all that was happening from afar, the friends of the mouse were really surprised. Some time had passed by, the lion got hungry and started wandering around in the forest. But he could not notice the hunter's trap and got caught. He was hung in the air in a big net. He tried to break free from the net, but he could not do it. He was the king of the forest, so if he could yell for help, he would be humiliated, and all the hunters would hear him and come to get him faster. Being out of options, he began to wait. Meanwhile, the other animals living in the forest noticed the lion. But nobody could dare get close to him. When he was passing by, Little Mouse saw the lion, and he decided to help him. He went directly next to him. He started to climb the lion's long tail, and when he reached the net, he began to chew on it. At that moment, the bunny came running next to them.
Hey, buddy, hurry up. The hunters are coming.
The other animals who were gathered around suddenly started to run around when they heard the word hunter. But the mouse kept on chewing with persistence. In the end, the net was torn apart and the lion fell down and got away.
Come on, jump on my back. Let's get out of here.
The mouse jumped on the lion's back and they got away from there. All breathless, the lion arrived in front of his cave. He kneeled down and the mouse jumped off.
When you told me that one day you might be able to help me, I underestimated you. I thought you were a tiny mouse with no use at all. But you saved my life. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, my king.
You don't have to be afraid of me anymore. In fact, you do not need to fear anything because you're a very courageous mouse. If I am the king of the jungle, from now on, you are my courageous prince.
Lion and the mouse began to laugh. All the animals watching all that was happening from afar came out and applauded the courageous mouse. The lion and the mouse became best friends and the forest lived in peace forever. In a forest lived a rabbit. Wandering all day long, all he did was jump up and admire himself. He loved talking about how much faster he was than the other animals.
I'm the fastest animal in the forest. Would anyone like to race with me?
He sure did run fast with his very big feet. The other animals hated the way he would show off. In saying that, they never ever won a race.
Yes, I win again. Why? Because I'm fast.
Everywhere he went, he would say, "I'm so fast, no one could ever pass me." His words had begun to disturb all the other animals in the forest.
Okay, he might be the fastest, but the fact that he says and shows off about it's not nice.
Someone should teach my lesson to smarten up.
All that was said amongst all the animals in the forest managed to go to the turtle. The turtle walked very slow. It would take him a day to reach the distance the rabbit could make in a minute. The turtle wished he would come across the rabbit one of these days. He went to the other animals and told them that he would like to race with the rabbit.
You want to race him? Not even the fastest animals have won against the rabbit. How can you? You leave that part up to me.
The turtle went next to the rabbit.
Good day, Mr. Rabbit. I have been searching for you.
Curiously, the rabbit asked,
And why might you be looking for me?
I hear that you are the fastest animal in the forest. Well, actually, that's what you think. But to be sure, I would like to race with you. Let's see who is faster.
As soon as the turtle had finished what he had to say, the rabbit began to laugh so hard that all the other animals in the forest heard him.
You? With me? A race? Are you joking me? It's impossible for you to pass me. By the time you take a step, I would finish the race.
Well, unless we race, we will never know, will we?
Okay, be ready then. Tomorrow morning we race.
As the turtle began walking away, the rabbit continued on laughing. The following morning, the animals arrived at the racecourse. They noticed the turtle waiting at the starting line, all ready to go. Very sure of himself, the turtle was smiling.
Please tell me how you're going to beat the rabbit. If he really is so proud and a big show-off as you all say he is, then this race isn't going to be hard at all.
Soon after, with his very stuck-up attitude, holding a carrot, the rabbit arrived at the racecourse.
Let's race and finish this. I still haven't had breakfast.
Finishing their last preparations, they arrived at the starting point.
The first one that arrives at the red line at the end of the forest wins.
With the mark of the mole, the race started. Just like an arrow, the rabbit flew by. The turtle, on the other hand, began to walk slowly. Whoa! The rabbit was nowhere to be seen. The animals watching the race thought that the turtle was going to get beaten. After running a while, the rabbit stopped and had a look behind him. There was nothing to be seen.
By the looks of it, the turtle will finish the race tonight. I better sit and finish my carrot.
The rabbit finished eating his carrot, looked up the road, and from afar he saw the turtle coming. With a cheeky grin, he stood up and continued on running. The rabbit had nearly reached the finishing point.
I'm a bit sleepy after breakfast. I might sit under this tree and take a nap.
As confident as he was about winning the race, the rabbit drifted off to sleep. The turtle continued on walking very, very slowly, but with great confidence. At last, he arrived next to the rabbit. He saw that the rabbit was in a deep sleep. Without stopping, he continued on his way. A while later, the rabbit woke up. When he looked and could not see the turtle,
The turtle is nowhere to be seen. Maybe he doesn't want to race anymore. I should finish my race now.
as the rabbit was slowly making his way to the finishing point, what does he see? The turtle had passed him. In fact, he was about to finish the race. Using all the energy he had left over, he tried to pass the turtle. But the turtle had already finished the race. Some of the animals waiting at the finish line were extremely happy. All the animals were throwing the turtle up in the air with great excitement, while the rabbit stood in the corner with great sadness. Turtle, the winner of the race, walked towards the rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit, the important thing is being consistent about everything that you do. To brag with nonsense and love yourself is weakness. I beat you not because I was faster, but I was wiser and did what I did seriously.
You're right. From now on, I will stop bragging about being the fastest amongst everyone.
I should return now. My home is a long journey away.
The turtle smiled and continued on his way. The rabbit learnt a good lesson and noticed his mistake. After that day on, he never ever bragged about himself, nor did he ever race again. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer who had a donkey. This donkey worked for very long years to serve his owner, carrying sacks of flour and wheat. But as the years passed, the donkey got older and lost his strength. Understanding that he lost his ability to work around the farm, one early morning he left the farm and started on a long journey.
I don't have my strength anymore. But still have my beautiful voice. I can go to Bremen and sing there for my living.
Along his way, he came across a hound dog lying on the road.
What are you doing lying down like that?
I'm a hound dog, but as I got older, I lost my speed. I cannot help my owner in hunting anymore.
Then I have an offer for you. I am going to Bremen to become a singer. Come with me. Join the band. I'll play the mandolin and you can play the drums.
The dog liked the offer, so he went along with the donkey. Not long after, they saw a cat sitting on the roof of a house along the road. The cat looked very sad.
What's up, kitty cat? You look very sad. What happened?
I'm older now. I have lost my energy to run, and I no longer have my beautiful sharp teeth. Instead of chasing mice, I sit across the fireplace and get lazy. That's why my so-called owner kicked me out of the house.
Then you should also come with us.
With you? And you're going where?
To Bremen. We're going to form a band and become singers. Cats are usually very familiar with music. You can come and play the harmonica with us.
The cat liked the offer, so off she went and joined the band. When these three rascals were passing in front of a farm, they saw a rooster crowing on a fence post.
It's nearly noon, Mr. Rooster. Why are you still crowing?
Tomorrow is Sunday. My owner's wife calls over guests on Sundays. They're planning on serving me to the guests.
Why do you keep staying here? Why don't you run away?
Where can I go? Today is my last day anyway, so I will crow until I can no more.
Okay. Don't waste your voice like this. Come with us to Bremen. We're building a band and we can use a strong voice like yours.
The rooster liked the offer and accepted it immediately. He jumped off the fence and joined their journey. The four of them hit the road together.
Let's spend the night resting in the forest. We'll continue tomorrow.
Before sleeping, the rooster went sneaking around, and from the very high point he was on,
I can see a light ahead. There should be a house very nearby.
Then let's get up and go there. I am not used to sleeping in a dark forest like this.
Yeah, and maybe I can find a bone or two to eat.
all agreed and started to walk to the place where the light came from. Finally, they arrived to a house. Being the tallest of them all, the donkey approached the window, looked inside.
What do you see, Brother Donkey?
What do I see? I see a beautifully set dinner table.
That's great!
I see all kinds of food and drinks on the table.
I'm already drooling.
Come on, let's get inside.
Wait up, I'm not finished. And I see 4 armed burglars eating and drinking at the table.
Hearing the word burglar, they all were very disappointed.
Did there have to be burglars? I was so hungry.
There's nothing to do. Let's head back to the forest.
I wish there was a way to scare these burglars away from here.
Okay, look.
I have a great plan. Listen to me carefully.
Four friends formed a tower jumping on top of each other. Then, with the donkey's signal, they all started to sing. When they heard this horrible noise, the burglars jumped in the air with fear. The four friends broke the window and jumped inside with a big crash.
Run away! Run for your lives! Help! Run away! Run for your lives! Help!
Leaving their weapons, the burglars left the house in a panic and started running towards the woods. The four rascals were very happy that everything went to plan. They immediately sat on the table and started to eat the delicious food that the burglars had left behind. After the meal, they all looked for a cozy place to have a good night's sleep because they were very tired. They turned out all the lights and went to bed. It was past midnight now. The burglars had a look to see that there was no light in the house. They sent one of them to check on the house. The burglar found that it was very quiet and wanted to light up a lamp. As soon as he lit the match, the cat jumped on him and scratched his face with his claws. The dog bit his leg. Waking up to all that noise, the rooster started to crow his lungs out. And just when the burglar got the chance to run out on the front porch, the donkey gave him a really strong kick with the back of his legs. Abandoned by what just happened, the burglar ran off next to the others.
In the house, there's not one but four monsters. They all attacked me.
The lot of them ran off without looking back and did not show the courage to come back to the house ever again. The four Bremen musicians really liked this house. So they all gave up on the idea of going to Bremen and decided to move in together into this lovely home where they spent all their days singing and making music.